First, I'd like to thank the AIA International Region for organizing such a wonderful event. And then I would like to thank the jury for recognizing an urban intervention in such a small scale. And the project has to do with the definition of time in a small corner lots as almost like a pocket park for the Shanghai Hongkou district government. The project takes on the definition of time in three layers of meaning, which we call the artificial time, the absolute time, and historical time. Each aspect of the project is a reflection of the definition of these three layers of time. Artificial time for us is the clock tower, and the tower itself is a sundial, which reflects absolute time. And the three low walls represent the definition of historical time, which reflects the collective memory, the historical aspect of this neighborhood. The government decided to take action and is to take back this piece of land, which belongs to the public, illegally occupied by some private interest. So they took over the land and cleared the site for us to do something for it. The district government has gathered some survey and asked the residents what do they want for this corner lots when it's being handed over to the government, so that the residents voted for, maybe as a free parking space, maybe some resting area. So they approached us to come up with some proposal for how to better utilize this corner lots. It's a very significant corner because among that, we have the Tilanqiao prison. It's the first modernized prison in China, which was built in 1903. The Ward Police Hospital, which was built in 1933. And then not so far away, we have the first Jewish refugee museum. I'm sure that this drawing has already clearly identified the meaning of the three layers of time that I just talked about. So this drawing further illustrates the proximity of this memorial park in relationship to the hospital, the prison, and in the distance, which is the Jewish refugee museum in the neighborhood. One of the things that we thought about when we're designing this thing, because of the context and the neighborhood, so the brick was the choice of material to build this memorial park, and we have selected the same color brick that was echoing the construction techniques of the hospital nearby, and then the Tilanqiao prison. So the whole project is cladded in brick, and then we have not cut a single brick. And what you can see here, actually, we have a series of etched copper panels that we etched historical buildings in the neighborhood as well. For example, the Broadway Mansion, which is very famous in Shanghai, is within a 15 minutes walk from this corner park. So we also have a site plan that's etched on the panel, so that any visitors can come and get to know more about this neighborhood. So you can also see the details that we have developed. So the mortar joint, just kind of stop a little bit short to allow for breathing gap between the panel and the brick, as you can see it. So the clock towers, as I've suggested, represent both the absolute time, which is a sundial, and the artificial time because of the clock itself. And here you can see on the top of these walls, we have cast in the important historical dates. This is exactly on that certain dates and certain months, the shadow of the tower would be cast on the same line with the wall, so that the location of the wall takes on the meaning of both historical time and absolute time in that sense. You can see one of the residents was, deciphering the meanings of the numbers on top of these walls here, as you can tell. And now it becomes a public park with a recognizable landmark. So it becomes an anchor in terms of spirits for the local residents within this neighborhood, and we are particularly proud of this definition or reinterpretation by the local residents. Thank you.
Urban design category.